This is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk you through your 2019 Catalina destination trailer, model 33 FKDS. All right, I'm on the door side of the trailer at the rear. Okay, you've got a power awning with LED strip, obviously 2 entry doors, one into the bedroom, one into the main living area. This is cable or satellite out and power if you want to put a TV outside. Of course, you have your water heater. This is a 10-gallon model, so it's a large one. Keep in mind that there is a switch right here in the lower left-hand corner that operates the heating element, the electric heating element that's behind that panel right there. So keep in mind that you have to turn that on to turn on the electric part of the water heater. All right. Also, that's where it's drained. That's your anode rod there, of course. All right. Okay, so two LP tanks, deep cycle marine battery. You have an outside shower. This is your fresh water, or your city water hookup right here. So you're just going to hook the water on there and you're all set to go. Now if you're ever in a situation where you don't have plumbing on the campsite, you can pre-fill your fresh water tank and use the electric pump to pump it. Okay, you got a 50 amp service here, as you can see. All right, your dump valves are here. Black valve there, gray valve there. So of course you're going to put the hose on there, run it to the dump station or the sewer, and you're going to dump the black first because it's dirtier water than the gray. It's toilet water and waste. So that goes first, then you dump the gray second. And then, after leaving the black valve open, you can use your black tank flush. Hook the hose up to here and turn it on. It'll spray the inside of your black tank and clean it out. Okay, now it's important for you to remember you have to inspect the roof of your trailer. So you're going to inspect it every 90 days or so. So make sure you go up there, you have somebody go up there and check all the sealant on the roof. Make sure there's no cracking or separation, anything like that. You have to inspect it. All trailers have to be inspected by their owner. And so make sure you take care of that. And if it needs touching up, have it done, okay? That's important, obviously. All right, so your control panel is right here. So you can see the tanks. Your freshwater tank is empty, your battery's charged. Black tank is empty, gray 1 and 2, so on and so forth. It graduates up in 1/3 increments. As you can see, they light up as it fills. Once it gets past 2/3, you got to think about dumping your black tank, of course. You got your 2 slide-out switches here, your power awning. Make sure you don't leave the awning out unattended when you're not at the campsite, because it can get damaged in just a second by the wind and changing weather. So you always want to make sure it's rolled in when you're not there. Of course, you have your water heater to light it on gas here. Right there, I showed you where the switch was to light the electric. Always make sure there's water in the water heater tank before you turn it on. Never fire it up either on gas or electric without water in it, so you always got to test that, okay? Make sure it's there. Your water pump I spoke to you about is right here. Okay, you have a fan here, ceiling fan, and there's the switch for it. Let me walk this way around. You've got a 12-volt refrigerator. So this runs off of 12 volts. And it's a nice size. It goes really deep, deeper than a gas absorption. So it's, in a sense, people seem to be taking to them really well because they still run on 12 volts. But they're not shallow. It goes back 1/4 to 1/3 deeper than the traditional gas absorption would be. Okay, your range is very simple. I don't believe he's got the gas on, but let me see. I'll talk you through it anyway. You're just going to go to light, which is a picture of the flame. Then you're going to spark it this way. Of course, he doesn't have the gas turned on, but it would have lit at that point. And so you go to select your temperatures. You got 3 burners and 3 knobs. The oven is a little bit different. Back here at the bottom, all the way to the back, there's a pilot light. So you can see I can spark it right there. All right. So what you do is you go to your awning knob, you push it. You go to the flame and you depress the knob. You keep it depressed through the whole process. So you're holding it in. You're going to spark it here until the pilot light down here lights. Once it lights, you still hold it for another 10 seconds or so to heat it up. Then you go to operating temperature, and it cycles like an oven does. But when you shut it off, obviously the flame goes out, but so does the pilot light. So you have to relight the pilot light each time you use the oven. Okay, microwave works like any other microwave. That is your vent, hood, fan, and light. Okay. Let me get some more light here. Okay. Your couch folds out to a tri-panel foam hide-a-bed. So you remove the back cushion, set them aside. You grab it down here. You pull it out, fold the back cushion down, and it's very decent hide-a-bed. It's foam. It's not uncomfortable like they used to be. So it's a very good couch and or sofa in bed. So also this is your carbon dioxide LP gas detector down here. It should always be green. Make sure that if it's not green, you get it serviced. If it goes out, you take everybody, or goes off, you take everybody outside. Shut the gas off at the front, leave the door open to figure out what's going on. All right, you have a fireplace. The fireplace, it works on 110 AC, so you can set the appearance of the flame. You can turn on the speed of the fan, low, high, and off for space heating. You can set temperature. You can set a timer, so there's a lot you can do with it. It works really well as a space heater. Also, this is your sound here. It's an AM FM radio, of course, and then you play CDs and DVDs here. You can stream off the USB right there. You can stream wirelessly with Bluetooth from your phone or tablet. So it does a lot for a camping radio. It has two zones, Zone 1 and Zone 2. Zone 1 is inside the trailer, Zone 2 are the outside speakers. This thing here, you can see there's a green light that should always be on. There's a button right there, it should always be on. That's the signal booster for the digital antenna. Okay. Moving right along, your thermostat is just an analog thermostat. It's keep the fan on auto if all the time if you can, and you just have heat, off, fan, and cool. Fan is just the air conditioner running without the compressor. So generally you can use that to circulate air, but it's either heat or cool is what you'll be using generally. All right, now you have a GFCI. Keep in mind all the plugs on the trailer are wired through a GFCI, so it's going to be, I think there's probably 2 in this trailer, so keep in mind that you have to reset them inside if they blow or pop or trip. You always want to use the ceiling fan with the shower to pull the humidity out. And the thing about the RV toilet is you can't use it dry. That's the important thing, and you have to have chemical in it. There's a flush pedal right here, if you can see it, where my foot is. So you're going to, when you come in with a dry black tank, the black tank's directly below. You're going to put the chemical right in the bowl, then you'll stand on this. Water will come swirling out, and you just let a gallon or so of water swirl into it. You can't tell exactly what that is, just get it close. It doesn't have to be exact. So you got to have chemical and water in the toilet before you start using it. If the black tank is empty, then it's going to be a problem. So trust me, you'll only do it once if you do it. So, all right. And of course, this is your bedroom. Down here is a power converter. This power converter converts 110 AC to 12 volt DC. So there's circuit breakers for 110 AC in there and fuses for 12 volt DC. If any of the fuses were to blow, there's a tinted plastic on the bottom here. You'll see them glowing through that, so you'll know. Also, this is a battery charger tender, so if you're plugged into shore power, it'll always keep your battery charged. Okay. You got a hookup for your TV here, and just the normal stuff you would see in here in a bedroom. Except you got a nice ceiling fan also, a second air conditioner here. And a second thermostat here. Okay? Alright. I think that pretty much covers it. So the bottom line is you have to inspect your roof. It's very important to inspect your roof every 90 days or so. Let's think. When you're going to winterize it, you always have to bypass the water heater before you winterize, so you'll have to learn about that if you don't know, or help somebody do it. So just keep in mind you have to winterize it and inspect your seals. That's very important. So, okay, well, thank you very much for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit, and goodbye.